Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to day 2 of the Vegas Inferno Major 2 presented by Shinto Circuit. My name is Charlie Tantrums, and I'm joined here by the one, the only, the man all the way in Scotland. Some would say the most attractive caster in Call of Duty. It's the man, it's the legend, Mark of Guy.
How are we? Well, I don't know who's saying that, but I'll take it, and I'll take it any day of the week for sure. Appreciate that. But yeah, we're going to get straight into action today. It's going to be a nice set of day here on Saturday. When, you know what? I bet people have been seeing after these games have been the life outside the Shinto Gaming Club for our game at number 1. all the good parts, and the good fun bits of what's going on.
I had it right the first time. So team names are going to be swapped. So on our side, we obviously have things wrong. On your guys' respect. As you can tell, it's 6-12 going into from yesterday. Outbreak was the team. Not much of this Shinto squad just yet. Right now on this exposure hardpoint after P2.
It's going into P2 and getting a start off. You know what? It's a very close matchup for sure. It's going to be very difficult to kind of get a break off it after the first hardpoint for sure. But we started to see teams start to pick things up. That deficit so far, but it's only 8 seconds. You're not going to really be too bothered by that so far, as long as you just hold for that next P3 spawns. If you can get around and get that rotation, which is absolutely Shinto for now. I'm going into the next 20 seconds.
Yeah, next 20 seconds. He's already up early. It's him finding kills, doing what he did yesterday at 7 and 5. Going to continue the dominance in the P2, but it's going to be the ball rotation. Hell's going down with the Dravic. Nothing to find anything, and it's going to be finding the.
Yeah, Shinto as well. Here for PvP, which could be in this map for sure. Here in Exposure, you can hold on for British people life, and Draco's gone on a 5 spray so far. Inside, make that 6. Starts to heat up so far, building towards streaks as well, I'm sure. And you know what? They have took the lead. Shinto Gaming Club in control so far, in control of P3, and in control of much of this time as much as possible.
Yeah, Shinto bringing it back. Margin. Outbreak back in the meantime, but doing everything. There's Draco doing everything as well on that 8 spree. So we get use that break for 8. Shinto now bringing it back, going into the P4. Would favor the side of Outbreak if they hit the rotation.
Big gap to be getting there. We get the big swing around, and that's exactly what Shinto needed, right? After what was very close P1 and P2, they took a wee gap going towards P4. They're going to be heading the other side of the map, but they'll be happy that they have the lead, and they just need one big push here to get straight in control of P4, which could be another controlled hard point if you play your cards right.
Their things. It's a 4 dead scenario for him now. So, Outbreak, having control of the time, starting to find the kills. You're forcing them to spawn P3. Good looks for you. But by the looks of it, I mean, I feel like this is going to be a neck-and-neck game. I don't really see anybody really running away with this just yet.
Yeah, no, so far. You're going to see player number 4, Draco, who's been on that streak, 13 and 7, makes his way into the control, but it's checkerboard in that kill feed, and it's going to be Outbreak back in control at that point. 14 seconds remaining here that time, and he opens a big gunfight in the back, looking to continue the rest of that speed, but they've got control of the next hard point as well, and that rotation, so they're ready to set themselves up here, Outbreak, for another chain of hard points if they can pull that together.
For the moment, but Outbreak going to be able to find the touch, and here comes the Hellstorm missile. But you don't find anything, you find your teammate, but you still get the control. And Shinto now reaches that lead. That'll be a good map for him. And you know what? This is the swing here, you know. Look at Shinto just outslaying Outbreak pretty so far, and I think that could play a big factor.
100% Slip Factor is always going to be devastating, but it's all about that time on the hardpoint. That's the good thing about hardpoint at times is holding on to the objective. You still got one person still alive. If everybody else is getting in the round, you know what? It doesn't matter as long as you're keeping control of the points that count and matter. The kills that matter are the ones on the rotation, and that needs to be more crucial than the amount of kills anywhere else on that map. But so far, as it stands, it's not much of a difference here between these two sides. You're going to see Outbreak in control of P1 once again here to kick us off. But they're going to try and close that gap once again, almost back to a tie game. They're not far behind, but in there, checkerboard, he'll find oh, he's looking for a fourth, can't find it, but Cryolonyx does manage to shut him down, and then his own teammate at the same time.
Another day with another hero. No, it cannot. My God. Close one here. Going to the P2. Say Outbreak should be able to reach it. Rotation for P2. Where you start the cut.
Yeah, this is definitely where you start, and they're doing a great job at it. It's going to be Shinto now, though. Getting that final kill for the final bit of scrap time, heading towards P2. All crucial. You can see the red on your mini markers. There's a lot more players heading towards that new hardpoint. The Groove is trying to stay alive inside it, can do so. E2, who's going to get control? The kills are going the way of Shinto, and the hole is there, so they're going to keep that laid out. Going to start building that to further, or maybe even 20 seconds by the time this next of respawns comes in.
Break going to be able to find some kills, find the hill for the moment. Shinto gonna have those favored P3 spawn. Making his way through the middle of the map now. Players from Outbreak advantage off the hard point. But still, white time is good time. Nobody really does anything here. But now you gotta prioritize.
They did a great job last time round, Shinto and P3. That's exactly what they're looking for. 8 seconds and get themselves in control of it, but back and forward in the kill feed. They're getting that close spawn for P3, so they'll be happy. But look, it's neck and neck once again. Tied game here, 135 to 135. Pretty much a 60-second hill here for Shinto. They're getting the kills. Vanish finding two. A player behind them. So it does push up towards him to get him shut down eventually. But it is still the control in favour of Shinto Gaming.
Hell's able to find one now. Looking for two. Groovy's going to be able to pick that up now, so 2 down, 2 point. Last 2 should be up here on the window side. Ringo fighting for his life. Going to have a big gunfight with the team here, but it's going to be a 2-on-1. Outbreak's able to retake the hard point. Should be able to get this scrap. Should be able to make this maybe a potential tie ball game. Either a money hill if you have the spawn kill, or it can be an absolute one of these teams needs to make that happen if they're going to run away with this game. It looks like it's going to be Shinto finding the early rotation.
Early rotation. I have to be Outbreak. I have to hold on this life as well. You don't want to go down to the final set of rotations where it's going to be neck and neck, right? You want to try and gain a lead, and quite a marginable lead, so that you don't have to be worried that a little bit of mistakes can cause you to lose into this hard point. But with it being so close back and forward, these kills are going the way of Shinto. That's free in the feed. Shinto are looking in control. They might be that first team to get past that 200-point margin and put a 50-point gap on control here against Outbreak. But you know what? Looks like they're going to get there, and it looks like they're going to just squeeze that margin off as the kills go their way back and forward in that. It's eventually just one short, and Outbreak to hit that break at the hard point.
I like that. Right there, find somewhat of kills, but it just takes so long there. I mean, that was like about 15 seconds. You maybe still time on the route, and sure, you find the scrap time here, but once could have been a 10-point lead is now a 33-point lead you have to get yourself back into. And guess what? Shinto has the rotation as well. Could be game next 2 hills. Mark Outbreak. They have the final stand.
I know Stan definitely needs to, but he's getting the split here so far. Going to try and push it through mid. Not working out for them. Getting shut down one after one. Groovy, though, it does eventually find Vanish, and you're going to see them get that break. 2 kills going their way. Outbreak need to break This is going to be devastating. 30 seconds. Nobody's on that hard point as well, so therefore nobody's gaining any extra difference in that score. But you know what? Outbreak have managed to get themselves in. Have managed to get the kills that are needed to get control of this final bit. 20 seconds, which will all matter in the end, because that will almost be a tie game. 10 seconds between the gap if they hold on for the remaining time. And this is looking good for Groovy and Hale as they combine to find 2 in the feed. Groovy's on a 4 streak, definitely grooving away around this map. P1. Third set of rotations. This is all going to be down to can they win it here? Any of these teams potentially win it. Outbreak though, they're the one that's got have to wait to the next P2 at least.
Find 2 dead now. Control this P5. You're finding somewhat of success, and yes, Outbreak finds the wipe now. Spawn on the ring side as well. Is Shinto able to find 2 in the feed? They're able to find the time now. So, like I said, I think this goes to P2 right here. This is ending. Back and forth action.
Yeah. But we need to look at that kill feed. Are we going to see it going 1 for 1, or are we going to see a break 4, which will make a difference here? But so far it has been checkerboard back and forward, nobody gaining control. A 14-point gap so far. 16 seconds remain. This could be tied up going into P2 because Outbreak have got control of the hard point, and it is going to be Shinto setting up for P2. Supposed to be a break early on, but Cryolonyx goes, you know what, you're not getting the remainder this time. I'm going to finish one, I'm going to finish a second. Kabasi shits down as well, and it's in control here. Shinto Gaming have got P2. But how long for? Because that's a great comeback instantaneously here for Outbreak as well, as they managed to get 2 in the feed. Instant answer back. It is needed.
Oh my god, it's just back and forth. Hold on to P2, but it's still very empty. It is wild. Base L's able to find one as well. Outbreak Gaming now taking control of the hard point. 227 to 225. We're looking at a tie game very soon here. Vader's going to try to take a play through the middle of the map. Majors full wrap this now. It's back and forth action. What do you do? Oh my god, what an ending right now.
This is going to be crucial here for Shinto. They're not going to be able to wait for anything here to happen. You're going to have to make it happen yourself, but it's 2 dead in the feed. Draco answers back with 2 of his own, but instantaneously, Outbreak find the final 2, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That will be surely it. Vanish is not going to be able to sneak his way in, or does he? Does one for a second. And there you go, Cryolonyx comes in from the other side. The pinch, crucial 1 second is all that was needed for Outbreak to take the win here, and we're heading towards P3, and it's done because they're already rotated early and very well played.
Wow.
Outbreak didn't look like they were in control of that one at the start for a while, and pretty much had to make that comeback work.
And 32 with 4,400 damage. Cryolonyx leading the way for the boys at Shinto with 4,100. But Mark, at the end of the day, it's not enough to get the job done. And now we go to an S&D. We don't have the map vetoes for you guys, so you know when you find out is when we're gonna find out, of course. But you know, does that close of a map 1? Does that check you more than anything? Like you have the lead the whole game and consistently you get beat at the end. Does that check you going into map 2, or do you think Shinto's able to bounce back here in the search?
I think Shinto has got the skill necessary to back. Right, and just start thinking, right, this player game, this player individual skills, which they have, we already know that, but it's just, yeah, it will make you think a little bit. How we let that slip away out of our grasp? It looked like it was well and truly in our control for the most of the hard point until like the last 3 hills where it kind of started falling apart for Shinto. But it's gonna fall apart in it if you wrong here in the search and destroy. You've seen it time and time again where people just, that was map 1. We've got a best of 5. We've got plenty of maps to play here. Reset ourselves, get into that search and destroy, and bring this back to level. You see 4 maps if we get there, so that's the good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just have to find out. I always like a bounce back story. I always love, you know, to cast a 5-game series. Would love to see if it goes that way, but I don't know. This Outbreak squad, I watched them a lot yesterday, and they were very solid. I mean, just the way they were moving and slaying on the map. Their search game was pretty good. So you wonder if it transitions here into one of the most nostalgic competitive maps of all time. Raid S&D, chat. So it's going to be a good one here.
A very well figured out map that we all know times before we in a position in which people like to set up on this map, and especially if you're a team like Shinto, sure, that experience, you know, fans are trying to get pushed up early on here. Classic finds that first blood. Draco answers him back though and finds the answer to make it back to a 3 versus 3.
To a 3 versus 3 now. Hell has found some timing. Looking to pick him up in the hot tub, but now it's Vanish. One possible, but not going to go in their favor. It's going to be Outbreak taking round number 1 of the SN.
Yeah, it's a good first round for them for sure. Did you say it's flipped again?
Sorry, what'd you say? I'm sorry, kind of cut out.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with it. Supposedly it's kind of having that issue. Trying to figure out why, but I don't know.
It's all good. It's all good. Stream hears you. I hear you. Sometimes we just go in and out, but that's part of Call of Duty. But hey, you're here. It's all matters.
Put that in.
Leading us away here with the nade. Mark, it's Outbreak again, finding the first blood, and now they're going to be able to find this A site. Hell's able to pick up one as well, so now it's Shinto in the 2v4. He's going to pick to get the retake going. Where do you go with this, Mark?
Yeah, you'd be kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, and physically between the wall as well, but there you go, you do find one if you're Cryolonics, you'll be happy with that, but kind of a very difficult task. You got 3 players watching that bomb site. With their lives, you've got the advantage as well. So you know what, Groovy is kind of the map. 1-2 mid map, look for the rotation. Vanish, if he got that kill, could have given himself an opening, but the time against him. Very difficult task, but that is a great pick there from Vanish, and he knows where WSD is. He's weak. Cryolonics finds him as well, and that's going to be the chance to get the defusal. But Groovy's there, last alive, not enough time. There we go. That was almost a comeback of comebacks there from Shinto, but it happened.
Well, Shinto almost pulled off something I would say more than likely should have been impossible. Almost made it happen. Find that bomb diffuser as well. Rounds in a row. Can you make it 3 here? Or is it going to be the side of Shinto potentially putting their first round on the board on the offense?
Is he efficient to it, right? You're 2 down, you just came off of a map loss as well, which was a very close one. Could have been your win. Take over mid. You see Groovy, you get some picks off him, but Draco does find out first blood, so he's got the opening they need. Vanish though will be answered back, and that's going to be a 3 versus 3 scenario now.
Put that bomb down. Make it 45 seconds left on the clock now. Nades are going to come on through, so no trophy system on that B site, Mark. And now, numbers favor the boys. They're going to go for it. They're just going to go for the defuse.
I know. If you can risk it for a biscuit, Groovy goes for it. Groovy does not care who's in and around him. He will get it done. Outbreak. What a start of a search and destroy. Best one you could ever ask for.
Wow, it's 3-0 now, and you know, I think my take I think it's kind of coming into play here. I mean, I think the side of having the lead the whole game and then losing it like that, I sometimes you're able to mentally block that out. Sometimes you are, but sometimes it gets to you. It makes you checked. And it's obviously coming to play here in the search and destroy, as the Outbreak squad has won 3 rounds in a row, not just by the slaying power, but also just making the plays like that, hopping on the bomb. Stuff like that. Lose your rounds, but this one's not over just yet. 0-3 is a comeback that happened. So
Definitely is. It's not too far between. If they can get 3 in a row, the other team can get 3 in a row. Like, that's how easy it is at this stage of the game. But if you were in that when it was 5-3 up, it'd be nice, to be honest. But now, given an opportunity, you've got it. Still the man advantage though. But Vanish will make that one down. Al will fall. Gun. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 3. Bombs down, so it favors, once again, that Outbreak squad.
30 seconds left on the clock. Groovy playing inside a Tiki. Not going to be able to take out that nade for the meantime, but now Groovy. Fight back and forth. You got 2 players. Toes in, and you dip your toes right on out into the grave. Goes
Out and out, you shake off of that little bit of water, and it was a bit too late because there's 2 players waiting for you. Kabasi finishing in the final one. Oh, wait. Groovy was just hiding behind the Tiki, and you know what? Players were not expecting that. They knew where Kabasi was because he got the kill beforehand, so that's where they were looking for the most part as they jumped out that pool and tried to go for that trade, but out for them. 4-0 down, looking at the wrong end of the barrel. Well and truly whitewash here in a search and destroy, and that is not going to do much for your momentum and your experience, or you're even like happiness of kind of going to that game 3 overload, which would be really devastating. Knowing you just got absolutely tagged here, and Hal finds the first blood, but he's traded straight out. Gonna have the opportunity next as Biolonix be able to trade back with that kill. Speed. Yeah, chance. It's opened up completely for them as well, so it's all free for them. And put that bomb down and give himself an advantage.
It's been down now, but on the A site, Shinto have the chance to maybe win their first round here and get a rally going here, but it's gonna have to start with some. Not gonna be able to do anything. Here comes the initial gunfight. Outbreak finds the first.
This man's back as well. Tries to dive below, but his teammate is there to help it. Zyplo is all down to PSD. Could be the first round on the board here for Shinto Gaming. Very truly needed. Draco, there we go. Ducks up. Down. The final kill. Finally, they put one on the board. But is that margin 3 round deficit still going to be a difficult task to come back from? Better find out. But to do it, it's going to be some hell of a run of Search to try to get another 4 rounds in a row.
4 rounds in a row now, finally getting shut down, like you said. You can't make a 0-4 comeback unless you're down 0-4. You know that, Mark?
Yeah, that's very, very... the truest of true things can ever be said. That is definitely right. But it happening... I don't know. I feel like the pace is too fast for them to deal with here from Outbreak. If you just slow it down, try and play a different style of S&D, it might work out for you. But how playing like that? He just jumps out the window. He don't care for nothing. He just challenges you behind Van, and now knows where another player is inside Laundry. But managed to find capacity. Advantage once again. Outbreak by 1. By 2. It's going to be pretty much another round on the board here by the looks of it. Unless Vanish come up with a 3. Oh, right. Here we go. Not happening.
Oh boy. That's the big boom stick from Wast. Oh god. I don't know about you, Mark. I just love when the sniper kills are like that in the ending. Not where people's body just fall over, but what they just get actually like sent, like they just got hit stick playing football like slash rugby.
Yeah, it is just done. You're like, that's you done. I'm sorry. Straight away done for. Fantastic round for them. They needed that. I feel like that is kind of stops. You know, thinking, you know, we've got a wee bit of a chance to come back here. No, you don't. You need to be perfect from here on out now. If you're Shinto Gaming, you will fall to the loss here. But Groovy gets the timing on 1. Must have seen the second. He picks up the sniper as well. He's going for Brave. He's going all out. And he finds his snipe as well. He just spotted the pixel, but has to take the shot. Draco's there and he gets it as well. There we go. 3 versus 1. Zyflo. Very difficult task. It's 2 snipes in a row. You've seen Groovy. Then WSD finds the next one. Go for the 360 no scope. Come on. Come on, Groovy. You got this. Al's gonna do it. Al's gonna do it. Done and dusted. 6-1. Very, very easy dealt with by the looks of it. If you were to say that was a score and you these teams with that close hard point, we not have thought the Search and Destroy was going to
Built to ass in that one, and now you're up to 1 map away from closing this series out, Mark. And well, I love comebacks, but I'm gonna have to say, by the looks of it, it could be a 3-0 here. 0-2 comebacks do happen, but
Yeah, first sweep you're trying to turn on, you've just got an ass whipping. And I don't know. Think about how you're going to. After a very strong start, they're not warmed up, even though they've been there, they've been trying to get that warmed up. It does not seem like shit.
yeah. But hey, in the meantime, we're gonna send it to a quick intermission. We'll be back here in just a moment. Here's a look at our beautiful venue cam. Gentlemen, boys and girls, we are three the Vegas Inferno Major 2, presented by Shinto. We've got Outbreak versus Shinto, and Mark, this could be it right here for the boys at Shinto. Outbreak one map away now from the series out.
Yeah, exactly that. One enough map here, but it's overloaded and it's a different game mode to kind of get yourself into grips with, making sure that first EMP goes in. Shinto got control of their position towards that B side, but it does get reset straight back to mid. They need the kills needed, and Vanish finds how, and that's going to be the chance to get through into towards mid map control. Ruby finds one, tries to find a second, his teammate gets one, and there's the opportunity to get themselves in. Right, get that EMP moving down that B side here towards Outbreak side.
Making their way now, they have the EMP. Starting to go through couches is going to be Zyplo. It's going to be Vanish leading the way now. From the boys, will they be able to find the stand?
I feel like there was the opportunity there, right? You just go, you know what, risk it for the biscuit, just go for that super power slide down to let your teammate take the lead and then go in for it. It's an EMP opportunity, but they have control once again. Shinto going up that right hand side. The difficult side to go up as well, because you got a player like Abassi coming from behind. He knows where you are carrying that. He's going to try and find the opportunity, but manage with a pistol, does his job. And even as the kills go back and forward, EMP is dropped. But definitely the hardest side to go down. There is only one way. It's very easy to read in comparison. Opposite side.
On the flank, not going to be able to find anything. One able to find two. The EMP going to spawn in the middle of the map now. From both sides here. Offensive push. Finding one. It's a back. Just yet. 2 minutes already off the map.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like, it's very difficult to get that opening right off, especially when the EMP has been mid quite a lot of the time, right? It's been here, ready, it's set, waiting for a bit. Now, gotta get a full control. You need a clean 4 dead at least to try and make their way forward, and that's going to be an opportunity now because Outbreak have found a couple of good kills going their way. But what way do you wrap it? That side they going down the second side over towards Outbreak. Shinto, sorry, B side, but that's not the side I'd like to favour. I'd want to go all the way over that A side. I feel like that's an easier side, but in the grand scheme of things, you've got more ways to kind of pass through mid, go pass through the A side. And either way, not looking for that opportunity. The way that this is going, Shinto going to have a good position to hold off that defense unless Groovy can do what he has to do in the back of their spawn. 3 dead in the feed, chance to route it. It's going to be player number 7 Cryonics, but you know what? The kill, the detonation is done in towards B side. I maybe just got my words all wrong there because I didn't think they were going to be able to get that routed around that side considering, but yeah, it was a fantastic start there for Outbreak and they've got it. Now they can relay it straight back again. Groovy runs past it, not expecting to pick up. He wants to get that lead gunner role and hope that his teammates can all fall behind from that respawn and look for a relay of that EMP.
Yeah, so now, Outbreak looking for another score here. This thing on up. Alley now. Here, but if you're defense here, you don't want to go down 2-0. Down 2. You're finding someone to kill. You still got the hail to deal with. Oh. He's absolutely going in some way. Escape. Point getting put on now, so 40 around here. Potential overtime.
Could be it's very much needed here for Shinto as they start to make the route around B. The first kills go their way. They need that. They can find a second. They can't do the. So they're going to have to try and find it, but he's going to go for it anyway. Cryonics just risks it for the biscuit. He gets the tied up game. Now, chance when this goes down. 20 seconds. We're going to get a little bit of it added time here. Player number 5 of Zyplo. He's going to go pushing past to get the team to get a regather. Free dead in the fade. All of a sudden Shinto is starting to warm up into this gunfight. Get that overload device and start heading towards that B side once again. Oh, does his job. He does his job. And half of Overload here. A tied up game so far. Shinto need the win to stay in this series. Outbreak get the win. They would take it for a 0 and head on in that winner's bracket. And you'll see Shinto drop down, but middle of the map as we start off. Anish goes the long way round. Let's get the kill. Now finds a second on the hill. That's free dead in the feed. Good chance here for Shinto. Out of that EMP device and take it and get that detonation done early in this round. Can they possibly do that? They're going to have 3 players back from that respawn here. Outbreak looking for it. Shinto gets the kill needed. Vanish finds one chance to get the EMP uploaded. There we go. He just falls, but it's short. It's literally just 2 kills needed, and he gets it done. Groovy 5 in a row makes that 6 and stops the device from being uploaded. What a hold there if you're Groovy. You did pretty much have all the heavy lifting, and now you're heading it to try and get one of your own. Possibly going to work out for them as well here. They do find a couple of good kills, but going to have to wait for the respawn players. Map where you're going is going to be Draco. That's going to have to try and close them off if he possibly can as well. With that, that's a difficult task nonetheless. But change up a few things and find their momentum shifting their way here, Outbreak, because they do get the chance to wrap it towards B. Nobody's home, nobody's back, the respawn's too far away, and Groovy slides on in, detonation done. 2-1 up. Once again, Outbreak in the lead. Very good job done there as well. I would have to say that is exactly what they needed there. Straight off of the second half, you start off strong, you get 4 dead in the feed. Groovy goes on a nice wee spray, still going as well. It's 9 in a row. Is he going to make it 10? Double figures it is! Groovy is absolutely dancing his way around this map and looking nice until unfortunately we call it out at 10 and it is going to be ending at 10. But he's done the job needed. He's got the streaks. Now he can look, try and help his team out to go on and win. Outbreak here is doing a fantastic job at keeping Shinto pinned back in their spot. Here comes the Hellstorm. Here's a chance to wrap another one in. Groovy is running and grooving his way forward once again. He's going to get in. He does. 3-1. Shinto are looking devastated at this point. Know what you would be doing if you're Shinto at this moment in time, and what you'd be thinking going into this. Are you going to be able to keep that momentum on your side? It looks like they're giving up here because that's 2 dead once again in defeat. Another chance to make it 4-1, and Outbreak are just running away with things. Get a free MP upload difference, but that's 4 dead for Shinto. This is a chance, but it's mid-map. There's not enough time. By the time you get there and it resets, it's a full respawn from Outbreak, and they're all going to be right in front of your face. Need to win another big 4. Chance to go straight down the middle. Now, it's going really far forward. If they can push their way in, not going to do it. They get the chance to get one back at least if you're Shinto, but still, 2 uploads down. MP needs to be gathered again. Outbreak get pushed up quite well down this right side. 2 for 2 though it goes in that kill feed. It's going to be Outbreak. Finish off that kill feed set. Now they've got the chance to go down that A side. Heading with Groovy on board with the Hellstorm. How many can he pick up here? They're all mid-map, they're all inside the building, so nothing's going to be had, but it's going to slow them down from getting out. Nobody's going to take control. He does get one as well through the building. Lifefloat will fall. Shinto looking for a wrap once again towards that B side, looking for their 3rd detonation. If they can get there, but that's 3 dead in the feed, and they're shut down. maybe in the back of their spawn side as well. Managed for a second, but not for long. He's found. There's 2 in a row. Cryonics, can it be 3 in a row? Kabasi's there for it. Kabasi gets the detonation after the kill as well. It's 5-2, and the lead is back to 3. Absolutely in flow state here. If you're Outbreak, you'll be happy with how your Overload is going. You'll be happy with how this series has been going so far against Shinto Gaming Club. Now you just have to hold off another offense here from Shinto, and that will be the game done. Not enough time, 30 more seconds. That's the kill. All and truly wrapped up Outbreak. Well in control of the series. Shinto Gaming Club, doesn't matter what you do now, you can get all 4 dead for all you like. There ain't no way you're wrapping it around 3 times in 11 seconds, but well played. You'll drop down to that loser bracket run, but Outbreak, you will continue in that winners. You don't have to play, you don't have to do nothing. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Devastation it was, groovy on that map. 31. Wow. What a map from Drew. What an Overload from Outbreak. They just showed full dominance, and this is going to be part of that 10 spree, surely. He just was not to be stopped, Groovy. But actually, no, his final kills in the end, it becomes his best play where he shuts down the final push Shinto had to put in. $33 and 26 as well from Hal. That is fantastic as well. 21 traded kills, 25 non-traded kills for a group. A devastating performance in Overload. What a job done. Outbreak progress in that winners bracket, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, after what was a great series of 3-0, we will go to a short intermission. Hopefully we'll get an interview afterwards as well once we get all the issues sorted out in the back end. But game number 1, that was Shinto Gaming. That was Outbreak, and Outbreak take that W3. Announced it. Sorry, what am I talking about? 2? Maybe so.
What a hell of an event there, Mark. Killer solo casting, also killer gameplay from the side of Outbreak as they close out 3-0 fashion. Saw a little bit of some action there, and good God Almighty. And not just good almighty gameplay, but we also have a player here for an interview, of course. So we have got the man, the legend, here, Mark.
Hello.
Mark. Oh, let's put this on.
Another one? You gotta make up for the year you did one.
Hello.
Phantoms, you're muted. Can't hear you.
All right. Mark, what do you have?
There we go.
What
I can hear
questions do you have here?
I mean, questions for who and what? That is the question. I didn't hear what you said beforehand because you were muted in Discord, so you said your intro afterwards. Who are we speaking to?
Groovy.
Hello?
Oh, how are you doing? And how was your series for you? That was absolutely devastating on that Overload. What was that? 31 in 17?
Oh, word. I was low-key frying.
You were low-key. I mean, I don't think that was low-key whatsoever. You were everywhere on that map. You were shutting them down. You were pushing it through. You were getting the detonations done. You were doing the job, the heavy lifting for the side.
I don't know
Overall,
what doing.
I know. I when I seen Shinto game, and I was like, this is very close. Especially after hard point, right? It was supposed to be behind
a slow
for the
start. Yeah. I wasn't really. I was really kind of trying to get sober, so.
Yeah. So you think you were just kind of needing that warm up?
Yeah, we just needed to warm up.
Nothing.
We were just a little slow. That's all. The comms were a little dry in the first half, and then we stepped it up. It was a huge comeback, great composure from the roster, but yeah. So I mean, just a slow start. That was all.
Yeah. I mean, when you started and got them, that was a very devastating. I thought you were going to 6-0 the Search and Destroy, to be fair. Kind of gave him one round, but
our S&D is pretty like our S&Ds are weird. Actually, I wouldn't say solid. It's rather we get 6-1 or we 6-1. I don't know why.
well, fair.
Yeah,
but it's a solid start to Saturday, I'm sure. We'll be happy with how the game ended. Do you think you can go the distance?
I definitely can go the distance. It'd be nice to have more reps, but I mean, our hard points look good, and that's all the only thing that we've played. So I mean, if we can stay consistent with the S&D 6-1s, and our overloads are actually looking really good for not really having any game time on it. I mean, that's just kind of normal Call of Duty fundamentals. But if our hard points stay the same, I think we're fine. And then now that it's a best of 5, we just got to take one S&D as long as we don't get Neslo. But Power Veto's are, I feel pretty far that we can go far. I think there's about like 3 other teams that I think are pretty like decent. But I mean, I think we can go the range if we're all on the same page today or tomorrow.
That's exactly what you want of your body in page, and hopefully fingers crossed for you guys as well. We'll see you for the most part through Saturday, seeing your way forward towards a potential grand finals. But good luck, Groovy. It was a fantastic game from you. Definitely a standout game in your overload. I'm sure a 10 spray and all. You know.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was
have that highlight reel for that for sure. And just as I called it, where you were shut down as soon as I said, "Oh, he's on a 10. He's got the double figures," and then damn good. But yeah, 10 in a competitive mode. Unreal. So, you to you, and good luck for the rest of the tour.
Alrighty, thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you.